Let's go! Light it up! I asked so many people what's up. Take me all day just walking around.
The dead of night, fire broke out in Yellowstone Ranch. The cowboys used flamethrowers to burn the hay, trying to completely remove the contaminated hay. John Dutton stood by, saying nothing. Just moments before, someone had dumped a batch of hay mixed with alfalfa into the ranch. This feed would cause the cattle to bloat rapidly, eventually suffocating them. By the time the cowboys realized something was wrong, it was too late. An entire herd of cattle lay dead on the ground. $500,000 worth of livestock, all dead overnight. This was no accident, it was a planned poisoning. John took hay samples and immediately cordoned off the seed. In his eyes, this was no longer a dispute between ranches. It was a crime. The sheriff arrived quickly, but after inspecting the area, he said he couldn't find any clues. No tire tracks, no signs of trespass. Looked like nothing had happened. John knew very well, if it didn't come from the ground, it must have come from the sky. He immediately pointed the finger at the real estate developer. The problem was, the sheriff was very close to that man. In John's view, it wasn't that they couldn't find out, that they didn't want to. So he simply announced, the ranch would investigate itself, but without law enforcement authority, that statement was meaningless. So John made a more dangerous request, to make Case a temporary law enforcement officer, officially involved in the matter. Sheriff Ted Silent knew all too well what kind of person Case was. Once this man had power, things could easily spiral out of control. But he also understood another point. If he continued to refuse, John would not stop. Finally, the sheriff had no choice but to agree. The case could be investigated, but on one condition, no guns. For John, that was enough. He turned to look at his son. The meaning was very clear. This wasn't an investigation, nor was it an explanation. In Yellowstone, someone had to pay the price for this. Cause here, killing a cow is a declaration of war.